Our alternative energy is biomass, and the definition of biomass is energy from living or recently living organisms, commonly referring to plants or plant-derived materials.
Here's a video explaining more about biomass.
Biomass is a biological material obtained from living or recently living plant matter, such as trees or crops, that can be processed into fuel and heat. Biomass is a carbon-neutral fuel. It takes carbon out of the atmosphere while it's growing and returns the same amount back as it is burned. Managed on a sustainable basis, biomass is replenished with new growth as it is harvested. This maintains a closed carbon cycle with no net increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide levels that contribute to global warming and climate change. Using wood and wood products to substitute for fossil fuels means that sustainably managed woodland can provide an ongoing contribution to climate change mitigation. Biomass can be sourced locally from within the UK on an indefinite basis and help support the rural economy. It can satisfy heating and hot water needs for both domestic and commercial properties. Used in a district heating scheme, it can enable many homes or properties to be heated from just one boiler. For commercial systems, or those heating more than one domestic property, biomass can generate a significant income from phase 1 of the renewable heat incentive. Wood is the most common type of biomass fuel, and 3 main types are used in biomass boilers: logs, wood pellets, and wood chip. The main advantage to using logs in a biomass boiler is that they are easily available. A fully loaded burn chamber can burn for up to 18 hours when the system is in low demand and keep the hot water and heat ticking over. Automatic controls manage the ferocity of the burn and make the fuel last longer. Wood pellets are generally manufactured from byproducts from sawmills and other wood processing industries. They need less storage than logs or chips as they have a higher calorific value for the same volume. Wood pellet boilers are generally fully automated, with the pellets sucked by vacuum straight into the boiler from the store, so are easier to run than log boilers. Wood chip is timber that has been shredded in a chipper. Like wood pellets, it is an easy fuel for automation, with a screw feed taking the chips straight from the store into the boiler. Chip systems are inexpensive to run, although initial capital outlay is greater than other technologies due to the additional parts required to make the boiler fully automated. Biomass is a clean and sustainable fuel source. It can supply 100% of your heating and hot water demand, which makes it a viable and preferable alternative to fossil fuel.
Okay, so biomass is used all around the world in 400 landfills in the US alone. It can be converted in 3 ways. Thermal conversion, chemical conversion, and biochemical conversion.
Humans have used biomass since man started burning wood for fire. Plant matter is used to generate electricity or produce energy.
Carbon dioxide, which is a cause of global warming, can be reduced by using biomass.
Here are the different types of biomass. It's wood fuel, rubber, alcohol fuel, crops, and landfill. Our conclusion: we should use this renewable resource because it will reduce greenhouse gas and emission and lessen effects of climate change.
Hello, my name is Dylan, and this is Tyler, Madison, and Jasmine, and we're doing biomass.
What is biomass? Biomass is biological material from living or recently living things. This is mostly pertaining to plants or plant-derived material.
Biomass is a renewable energy source
source that can be used directly or be converted into another type of energy. The three ways to convert biomass is thermal conversion, chemical conversion, and biochemical conversion.
Effect on the economy and the environment. Biomass energy will reduce carbon dioxide emissions, which will slow the effects of global warming. Biomass releases as much carbon dioxide as fossil fuels, but does not release new carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Why not? The overall price of biomass can be expensive. It takes a lot of energy, and it can equal out or little to none net gain. Requires water to grow. The future. Biomass is the future. The reasons that we should use biomass far outweigh the reasons that we shouldn't use it. The number one thing that we can do to science is become the new renewable energy source. Biomass is what we're looking for.
Biomass as a renewable energy source. Elsie Baller, Savannah Gray, Noah Hendricks, Valerie Herrera, and me, Diego Vallejo.
What is biomass? Biomass is organic energy or matter, such as dead animals or plants composed and used as fuel.
Types of biomass: wood burning, logs, chips, bark, and sawdust. Agricultural products: waste products such as fruit, pits, and corn cobs. Solid waste: burning trash. Liquid gas collects methane gas, and alcohol fuels ethanol.
How to turn biomass into something useful. If we try to control how much CO2 we use and how much we produce from combustion or decomposition, we will be able to balance or even stop our greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere. And that diagram pretty much shows how we're able to balance that. How to convert plants into usable hydrogen. It usually says we don't have to, like we use dead plants. And then we fermentate it to create an acetic acid, and then that produces hydrogen fuel. Why we should use biomass bioenergy. The benefits are bioenergy from biomass source sustainably is fully renewed and emits significantly less carbon dioxide and fewer pollutants when compared to fossil-based energy. This is especially so when the biomass is used locally. Bioenergy complements other forms of renewable energy in that it can be available on demand 24/7. Bioenergy use reduces volumes of woody and organic waste to the landfill amidst costly municipal waste disposal problems and reduces environmental impacts by recycling on a large scale. Bioenergy creates more than twice as many local jobs as any other types of renewable energy and 3 times as many fossil energy, thereby contributing to the economic welfare of both urban and especially rural areas. Biomass cannot replace our current dependence on coal, oil, and natural gas, but it can complement other renewables such as solar and wind energy. Biomass already provides approximately 3% of the energy used in the United States and has the potential to produce much more than that. If it consists of waste, it has an added benefit of turning trash into energy. If it consists of agricultural crops, it can benefit farmers economically. Jesus. Okay.
Conclusion. We can make the world better one banana peel at a time by using different kinds of energy like biomass. We can use decomposed banana peels to make electricity. Can I go to the bathroom? I'm gonna start doing the heebie-jeebies.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah! Don't get...
Hello, my name is Xander King, and my group is going to help you better understand biomass. In my group, we have Alroy Zacharias, Sammy Jones, and Angel Cortez. You may be wondering what biomass is. Biomass is basically using things that have already been used or don't have any other purposes to produce electricity. Now you may be wondering how this whole process works, so Angel Cortez will tell you.
Alright, to start, you take things such as wood, vegetables, and even animal residue and put them in the pressurized combustors. The pressurized combustor then turns the fuel to hot gas. The hot gas then goes through a filtration process which concentrates it into clean hot gas. The clean hot gas then goes through a gas turbine which turns the former clean hot gas into electricity.
Another question that you may be asking yourself is what are pros of using biomass fuel? One of the pros is that it is virtually an inexhaustible source of renewable energy. It costs typically 1/3 the amount normal fossil fuels for doing the same job. The last thing that makes it amazing is that it's totally renewable and is made from the stuff that we either don't have to use or don't want to use.
Some other statistics that you will want to think about biomass is that it helps by supporting over 66,000 jobs in the rural region of the U.S. If Oregon alone switched to biomass for less than 5% of our electricity utilities, we would save millions and open up more jobs, which would be a win-win situation.
We're done.
You done?